Okay, so day 2 in the Jane's Addiction saga. We have a couple of updates. Now, there's this new video. Check this out. And we have Perry Farrell's wife, Etty. She's always been a character, part of the scene in her own way. She put a lengthy, if not vomitorial, post on Instagram. Let's just try and chug through this thing. She says, quote, rather than speculating, I thought to post a first-person account of what happened on stage with Jane's Addiction last night at the Linder Pavilion in Boston. She puts this like in a storytelling way. It's kind of cool. She says, who? Perry Farrell and Dave Navarro. Wow. Clearly, there had been a lot of tension and animosity between the members. The magic that made the band so dynamic, well, the dynamite was lit. Perry got up in Dave's face and body checked him. Why? Perry's frustration had been mounting. Night after night, he felt that the stage volume had been extremely loud and his voice was being drowned out by the band. Perry had been suffering from tendinitis and a sore throat every night, but when the audience in the first row started complaining up to Perry, cussing at him that the band was, she means playing here, was playing too loud and that they couldn't hear him, Perry lost it. When? The band started the song Ocean before Perry was ready and did the count off. The stage volume was so loud at that point that Perry couldn't hear past the boom and the vibration of the instruments. And by the end of the song, he wasn't singing, he was screaming just to be heard. All right, let's pause her quote here. Like, come on. I mean, Jane's Addiction in the 80s was known as like one of those raw, not garage band, because in SoCal you have beach bands. They were like these guys who would play fucking anywhere for no money, just for drinks. I remember there's this story about how they would have to sneak Dave beers and shots in the parking lot because he was 15 at the time. And now Perry's complaining about amps being too loud on the stage. Come on. Well, his wife is complaining. He's not saying that. I don't buy it. That's a lame excuse. I think most professional musicians, if not most musicians, have had to deal with not being able to hear yourself when you're rocking out. Anyway, let's continue with her. She writes in caps, so who won the fight? No, this is funny. Why, Eric Avery, of course. While Dave was keeping Perry at arm's length to de-escalate the situation, Dan rushed over to de-escalate as well by holding Perry back. I assume Dan is stage manager or something. Dave walked away to take his guitar off, and pause her quotes here again. It's really odd. I was like, dude, you're just going to lay your guitar down like that? Anyway, I know all the huge guitar companies send Dave shit all the time, but still. Dave walked away to take his guitar off. Eric walked up to Perry, upstage, in the dark, behind Dan, put Perry in a headlock, and punched him in the stomach 3 times. Okay, so punched him in the stomach 3 times. Kevin, crew member with long hair. I think Kevin was the local guy because I noticed that someone had a Boston Red Sox hat on, and I was like, there's no way that dude's part of their regular crew. Anyway, Kevin, crew member with long hair, pulled Eric away. Then Eric, nonchalant, she means nonchalantly, walked off to the front of the stage to apologize to the audience for the show ended early. She means ending early. She didn't proofread this. What was the aftermath? Dave still looked handsome and cool in the middle of a fight. That's perfunctory. You have to say that about Dave Navarro. He always looks cool and handsome, even if he is 5'2". Perry was a crazed beast. This is her husband she's talking about. I don't know what insurance company insured this tour, but the insurance company's not going to be happy about this. Perry was a crazed beast for the next half an hour. He finally did not calm down. Best line in this whole thing she posted. He finally did not calm down, but did break down and cried and cried. Damn, throwing hubby under the bus. Eric, well, he either didn't understand what de-escalation meant or took advantage of the situation and got in a few cheap shots on Perry. 35, 40 fucking years in the making. Okay, back to her. Well, that's my first-person account narrative of what happened. Man, she doesn't need to be deposed now. She's put it all out there. Okay, so an hour ago on Instagram, Dave Navarro posted this. Due to a continuing pattern of behavior and the mental health difficulties of our singer Perry Farrell, we have come to the conclusion that we have no choice but to discontinue the current U.S. tour. Our concern for his personal health and safety, as well as our own, has left us no alternative. Alternative, the founders of alternative rock. We hope that he will find the help he needs. Jesus. We deeply regret that we are not able to come through for all of our fans who have already bought tickets. We can see no solution that would either ensure a safe environment on stage or reliably allow us to deliver a great performance on a nightly basis. Okay, the second part, I agree. Don't be little bitches. You guys are Gen X, for fuck's sake. That first part sucks. Then they say, our hearts are broken. Dave, Eric, and Steven. Damn. So that was on Dave Navarro's Instagram. Jane's Addiction Instagram, I just saw this, says it's much more lawyered up. To all the fans, the band have made the difficult decision to take some time away as a group. As such, they will be canceling the remainder of the tour. Refunds for the canceled dates will be issued at your point of purchase, or if you purchase from a third-party resale site like StubHub, SeatGeek, etc., please reach out to them direct. Thank you, Jane's Addiction. Shit, I had this question because, as I mentioned yesterday, my buddy gets these great tickets and he sells them on StubHub. How does that work? Does StubHub eat it? Because he made like a 700% profit on those tickets. As I said yesterday, inevitable that this would kind of just blow up. Think Perry, from what I understand, he's sober for years and then you get out on the fucking tour and you got to be a rock star and it just gets the best of you. Hope Billy Corgan gives him a call because I know they're buddies and both businessmen first before anything else. Billy, give him a call. Oh, son of a bitch.